is indicated, all that loading and any kind of generator is happening at the back of the building, out of the view of Mars. Here we are looking, we're over by the bike racks that are parking garage right to our left. These are the bike racks that are outside. This is to the right-hand side is that surface parking lot. We're looking towards the east building. Parking garage comes along, and here you're seeing that green screen that happens above the entrance to the parking garage. And I'll have a couple of enlargement graphics that I'll get into a little bit of detail related to that. But again, the use of some planting to create separation from the vehicle, creating a safe environment. In terms of the bike parking itself, we do comply with the redevelopment plan. I believe the requirement is 47 bikes based on the size of the building. We do have, there are 20 bikes under cover here, and then another 18 or so over here, and then the balance happens at the West Plaza that I will show in a bit. This is an image of the green screen. So often green screens, you see them attached to various buildings, parking garages, and we're relying on that planting to grow from the ground up, sometimes 40 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet. That we feel somewhat unrealistic, right? It's about picking the correct kind of vine. That maybe it's not a vine that's going to grow 60 feet, or maybe it's a vine that's going to grow 15 feet. And rather than require this to go all the way up, we have broken this down in intervals, like similar to the intervals of the parking garage. This parking garage has levels to it, and at each of the level we have a planted trough. So providing the adequate soil volume to sustain the vine of the size that we're anticipating it to grow, and then irrigating that trough, draining that trough, and providing the best environment for the plants to grow up on the green screen. These lower images that you're seeing here this is of a similar kind of a parking garage strategy, where the white lines are intermediate planters. Similar view on the lower right. And then this is an installation that we did, which is in Weehawken, that similar kind of a 10-foot height. We have a mix of vines grown in there. We have some winter jasmine that actually, this is an image of the winter jasmine that was just taken maybe about a week ago. So creating a mix of plant material in that green screen as well. Now what we've done is we moved a bit down Morris Street towards Spring Street. You're seeing the roundabout. So the roundabout being a traffic improvement that you will hear plenty of testimony from the traffic engineer himself. But overall, the space about 150 feet in diameter, right? And then we have a roughly 80-foot center island. The light gray color around that is again a textured vehicular pavement, like a stamped cobble type of a concrete. And then in the center, the island is planted. So I think a common misconception in terms of landscaping a roundabout island is to keep that clear, so you get clear visibility directly across. But in actuality, the idea of putting something there to shorten your view and allow the driver to really start looking to the left, focusing their view to the left where oncoming traffic is really the best strategy for a roundabout like this. So what we've done is central to the space. We have 3 Sergeant columnar cherries, and then you see these kind of concave forms And when we get to a 3D graphic, you'll see that we have a steel wall that emerges out of grade. So although it's kind of in this curved form and plan, it's also a curved form in elevation. And it emerges like from at the curb where it's essentially 0, and it rolls up to be about 30 inches, right? So it's kind of a sculptural element in the landscape. It's always nice to kind of create some sculptural art in the landscape, and I think that this is a great solution. In terms of in front of the west building, similar kind of streetscape treatment, wide pedestrian sidewalk that is 12 foot wide. As it starts to roll around the roundabout, it does neck down to 10 feet. It becomes 10 feet, and as it goes down to Spring Street, it is also at that 10-foot width. The retail promenade is still proposed in between the building where the retail is down at the street level, and then that planted band where we have, again, the seat walls alternating. You do see 2 large trees out there today. There are 2 significantly sized honey locusts, and our plan is to keep those. We did get some initial feedback from the Shade Tree Commission. They were going to assess those trees. The tree alley that we're proposing is a honey locust alley. Honey locust is a native tree that has some small leaves, provides some what we call dappled sunlight to come through. We think it's a great tree for this application. We do know that the Shade Tree Commission is concerned about species diversity and wants to make sure that we do have diversity throughout the site. We have 7 different deciduous trees proposed. The